Well. Well, well, well. It's been a little while since Geoguessr. Although maybe not that long ago. Did I play it earlier this summer for Japanese practice? I don't remember. But welcome. So, normally this would be Persona 5, but I fear I smashed my thumb, which is the button I need for, tapping the X button, and it hurts to press down on. It's feeling better after about 24 hours, finally, but it still definitely is tender, and I don't want to make it any worse, especially because I'll be like doing stuff this weekend, you know? So what doesn't hurt is holding a mouse, because my thumb is sideways and it has all of its pressure off of it. So it's my index and middle finger that have to do the work, so we're gonna do this. Yeah. I've been kind of aching to play Geoguessr the last little bit. I do want to do one of the Japanese maps, but let's do something as a warm-up. Let's do aesthetic world. Get into it. Ooh. This is very pretty. Is that rock? Hi, Nim! Or is that, like, really thick moss? Because doesn't... I don't remember where it is. Somewhere up north. Oh, sorry, hang on. I just, like... Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally mess up my mic. Somewhere up north, I think, maybe Scotland, has, like, marshes that are super dangerous because people drown in them because they think, like, oh, the moss will hold me, and then there are spots... It's bird simulator time right now, so I'll just be lurking for a bit until he tires himself out. You're so fine for that. Speaking of bird simulator, I'm obsessed with the new Pigeon, or like the newly popular Pigeon app, where you just send messages to people at the speed that a bird would reach them. It's really so beautiful and wonderful. Okay, this makes me think it's maybe like Sweden or Norway. And you can name the birds in the one... I have two of them that I downloaded. But one of them you can like name the birds, which is really funny. Yeah, but I love and miss writing letters by hand, but a lot of people aren't into doing that because they just like forget or just don't want to. And I get it, but it makes me sad. So this is kind of like the fun anticipatory thing of writing a letter without having to write the letter. It's still text. Yeah, this might be Norway. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, it's super fun. I'm like trying to coerce as many people as possible to get on with it. Yeah. And speaking of the world being aesthetic, I got to see some meteors, some shooting stars on Wednesday night. They were quite visible in my area since I'm far enough north. Although I think it was most of the northern hemisphere last Wednesday night I could see. Yeah, this is too mountainous, I think, to be Scotland. Although, I don't know. I wish I could just find a sign. Just determining the language. But it was so sick, and it was really cute because, like, okay, this is not Sweden, or not Scotland, so it's probably Sweden or Norway. This, like, Cantonese speaking mom, like, adult mom and daughter came over and they were like, have you been able to see them? We're like, yeah, actually, standing out here in the middle of the edge of the nothingness of my city. And then they joined us, and the mom, bless her heart, was like, is that one? And we were like, no, that's just a shimmering star. But it was fun because it was like, you could see the Big Dipper really well. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. But the handle of the Big Dipper, those stars are quite bright, at least where I am. And they kept catching my eye and distracting me from trying to find the fucking meteors. Speaking of being distracted. But we did see them. It was really cool. Though it took a while for them to show up. We waited about an hour, I think, in total. What the? Okay. Is that a dam? Okay. We were gonna have our friend drive us up somewhere a little more like middle of nowhere. And we could have Ubered, but the problem is that it is truly middle of nowhere and there's no guarantee we would have had service. So we didn't want to be middle of nowhere, middle of the night, trapped. Especially on a weeknight. So we went out to a beach near the edge of the city that's like probably the least amount of light pollution you can get on our section of the city, and we then went to the beach, and it apparently closes at sunset, and so like a bunch of people were getting kicked off of the beach as we showed up, and they were like they won't let us in, like the gate is closed, like we can't get down there. And I was like, okay, that's so stupid. If the police are already down there, why don't they just let us down? They know why we're there. Sorry, what is this sign? Aww. Sheep. So then there was this like sign on the map that was like lookout spot, and we were like, okay, we should go there, because we thought it would be, you know, a little more like structured, and it wasn't. It was like a bench in this area, and the one part that was bad about where we were was that there was like there was a road that was not frequently traveled, but every time there was a car around it, the way the headlights would be were like directly shining in our eyes, and so we'd be like, ugh, every time. And then people would come around with their brights on, and I'm like, oh my god, you're making me want to end it all. So stupid that beaches close. I agree. I think it's really strange. I understand, I guess, why this one does. It is next to a university campus, so I'm sure they're trying to cut back on any potential crime, but like, people are gonna do it anyway. They're just gonna do it somewhere else. And so, I was like, okay, but it ended up working out, because then, well, we could see the airplanes really well, because again, like, the airplanes are, the airport is like also on the edge of the city, but like further south, and so we could see them doing stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh, that looks Norwegian. Oh, okay. Stand for Almen Thirds. Oh, this could be Swedish too, though. I don't know, that other sign looked more Norwegian, but this looks more Swedish. Maybe it's neither. Maybe it's Finnish. But Bjorn also is... Okay, question. Does Sweden have the O's with the slash through them? Or are they an umlaut only gang? I don't think that they have it, do they? Or maybe we're near the border. Ed! I thought that said Hamtaro. God, I miss Hamtaro. Okay, they do have the single dot over the vowels. Do they have the O with the slash? I feel like no. But anyway, so yeah, we like hung out on the bench for a while, and then we were like, actually, this sucks. Let's go to like the standing area a little bit nearby. And then we were able to see them. We stood there for maybe 10 minutes and then they started showing up and it was perfect timing, which was really sick. There were like they were all like different speeds. It was really cool. Where there were some that were like fast, but not like fast enough to leave a like really distinct trail. And then there were some that were a little slower. And then there were a couple that were like, pew! It was so sick. I have seen falling stars before when I was very, lucky. Because I was actually driving with my father. I think I was driving. And, we were driving home. I think we went to pick up pizza or like do something with my car. I don't know. He was with me. And, okay, so, sorry. Interrupting myself for a second. So we've got that Bjorn Volsen. Okay. So, I assume this is Norway, right? Because I don't think you guys have the / no either. I think this has to be Norway. I think the only other place that does that is Denmark, and I don't think this is Denmark. It's a little too mountainy. SKL. I wonder if that's the name of a park? Let's scan. But yeah, we were driving and then there was a huge one. Ooh, I wonder if this is it. And we were like, whoa! Maybe this is it. It was very startling. Definitely. It was huge too. Like, you could really see it. And, we were both like, whoa! And I don't know, to this day, I'm not sure if that was a comet or if that was a meteor. Because it was truly, like, one and done type beat. So it could have been either. Okay, I think this is it. I think it's this. So I'm just gonna put us in here on this road and call it there. Nope, just kidding. Oh, it was really close to Bergen, actually. Okay, so what park is this? Why did it look so similar in name? Why? Okay. Oh, you know what? I did forget that we were looking at a lake at the beginning. That's on me. Okay. Ooh, so green. This is spring green. I wonder... I was gonna say, I wonder if this is the US, actually, but no, it doesn't look like it. Bramston. So then, yeah, we watched the meteors for a little bit until our necks hurt too badly to keep going. We were joking, like, before the meteors were visible. We were like, what if we don't see anything? And I was like, well, we should go somewhere where it's 24 hours open as a little treat. Like, very unserious conversation. And there's actually not very many places where we live, despite it being a city, that are open 24 hours. And then we were joking about this one place that I used to live near, that is open 24 hours on the weekend and open till midnight on weeknights. My friend was like, we should go there. And I was like, yeah, that would be actually hilarious. And then we saw the meteors, and they were like, kind of still want to go. And I was like, yeah, okay. So we went there, and we were the only sober people there. Everyone else was stoned out of their fucking minds. It was kind of like being... like, if you were an alien, and you were trying to blend in with everyone around you, but you just kind of feel out of place, that is how it felt. I should be looking at license plate sizes. This might be the US. I've just never seen... Oh yeah, those are small license plates. So this is either Canada or the US, I think. But I don't ever see giveaway in the US, so is this... But there's also palm trees and shit. Where the hell is this? Can I get... This is beautiful, but like, where the hell is this? Is this maybe Hawaii? Yeah, so then we went there. And it was really funny because one of my coworkers, who is also my friend now, lives really close to this place, and I was like, we should ding dong ditch her. But she lives in a house with like other people, so I was like, you know, we better not. But then I found out the next day that she had been up basically the whole night because her daughter had 5 teeth pulled, and was in so much pain that she like couldn't sleep, and so she was just up with her the whole night. And I was like, damn, we should have come by. We could have brought some joy and spirited fun for you and your daughter, because I know she must have... Whoa, what the fuck? She must have been really suffering. Oh, it is a bird. Is that a fucking... Like, what is this? He's delivering a message. But yeah, she got all those teeth pulled because her mouth is so small that she doesn't have room for her canines to grow in. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. I genuinely have no fucking idea where we are. Is this the way I should have gone, and then this sign will reveal everything? Road subject to flooding. Indicators show depth. Okay. I don't know what that means. What are the indicators? Okay, can I get like a speed limit sign? That would be sick as fuck. Because if it's kilometers, it's Canada, but if it's miles per hour, it's the US. And if it's Canada, I truly don't know where. I would guess I'm maybe one of the islands, but I don't know where it's temperate enough to grow palm trees. Although palm trees are pretty hardy. From what I know, at least. Oh my god, another small jaw person. I feel her pain. Yeah, no, so it was really funny when I was having the conversation with her mom about it. I was like, yeah, she needs the canines, because I know someone who also, not even you, who has, their canines were never able to grow in. And they, like, have a really hard time eating because of it. Okay, this does make me think it might be Hawaii, actually. Oh, I can't read this. Cairns? Is that what that says? Sorry, I'm getting in... At a glance, I thought it said Ichiran. Okay, wait, that car was on the left, yeah? So maybe this is Australia, actually. But how did I want to see that car again. I didn't pay attention to what direction it was going. Yeah, and my coworker was like, yeah, that's why she's getting the teeth pulled, is so that her canines can come in. Because otherwise she won't be able to eat well. It will be difficult for her. And I was like, yeah. I know. I'm like, not because I experienced it, but I experienced a different type of hell where I had a small mouth, and they, instead of just like pulling the teeth and letting those teeth come in, they made me have an expander, which was a nightmare. And I was like, I would not wish that on your daughter. Okay, that car is going this way. Okay, so I think we're in Australia, or I guess New Zealand could also be the case. But isn't Cairns, Cairns, I don't know how to pronounce it. Isn't that in Australia? I gotta look around. Yeah, I don't think we're in the west, that part. I guess we could be... I could swear that it was an Australian city or town. But anyway, yeah. So she's in... And I feel bad because she chose to get them all done at once, which is, I think, what I would have chosen. Because there's, like, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other as far as misery. And so she chose to just rip the Band-Aid off, and I'm like, yeah, girl, I think I probably would have chosen the same thing. But yeah, it's gonna be rough for like a couple of weeks. Hopefully she doesn't get any infections. I also have to have an expander, but it didn't even work. No! I'm sorry, that's awful. Mine at least did help. God, I remember, this is a gross anecdote, and so I'm sorry. But when I had braces, so like there was one tooth that they were like, okay, there's finally room to pull it down, to like come down. And they put the like bracket on it for the brace, and then it was like, it had the little hook so that I could rubber band it down. And so then I remember the first night I wore the rubber band and I opened my mouth and it pulled the tooth down. And I just remember that sensation of it pulling the tooth into place so clearly to this day. That was probably like 20 years ago and I still remember it. It was awful. Even though it was like it needed to go down. I just wasn't expecting it to happen all at once like that. Anyway, is this outside of Sydney? I don't know. I'll tell you what didn't work for me. It was the bottom retainer. The quote-unquote permanent retainer that they give you. Popped out after 10 years when I was eating a pear. It just popped right off, and then I was like, what the hell? And I remember I was living with my friend at the time, and she was like, what the hell? Are you okay? And then I was like, no. And then I like pulled the other half of it off, because only one side had popped out, but I could tell that the other side was loose. And I was like, I can't afford... At the time, I was barely making ends meet, and I was living with my friend out of, like, her generosity to let me not be houseless, so there was no way I was affording dental care, because I was in the US. Dental care, they make it as unaffordable as fucking possible. Oh my god. Okay, am I crazy? I could have sworn that this exists somehow, in some capacity, in Australia. Queensland. Northern Ontario, Western Australia, South Australia, New South Wales, Tasmania. Is it on Tasmania? I suppose that could be a possibility. Okay. I feel like it's like a relatively large... Oof, yeah, that sounds extremely unpleasant. Yeah, it was off. But yeah, because my bottom retainer is gone, my bottom teeth are crooked again. It's not like unbearable or anything, but I'm like, well, I went through all of that for nothing, essentially. And my jaw is still not aligned. So I inherited a crooked jaw from my mother, amongst many other things. And they told her when I was quite young, they were like, so she will need jaw surgery at some point to correct this, or she's going to have TMJ. And my mom was like, refused. And I think her thinking was that she did not want a 13-year-old to have to go through jaw surgery. So fair. I wouldn't have been able to do band, you know, it would have been like a lot. But I do have TMJ now. And my face is quite crooked. My jaw is quite crooked as a result. It could be worse. At least I did get the dental care that I did get. Okay. Where's like a more mountain? I feel like... Is it not like around here somewhere? Oh my god. Where is this? Mine got better after I got my wisdom teeth out, but I'm still doomed to extremely crooked bottom teeth forever because a retainer can't keep them straight. That's annoying. I only have one tooth that got removed, and it was the one that was like almost at my nerve and did leave me with a little bit of nerve damage and worsened my TMJ for sure. That was a 6 years ago. I think almost to the day. Because that was right before my brother died. It was the month before. That was a bad summer. That summer was like, you in particular, go fuck yourself. Okay. There's got to be some kind of road sign or something. Right? Am I stupid? Is this actually like in England? I just feel like, because Cairn Terrier is an Australian dog. I feel like that's what this is. Unless it's New Zealand. Okay, I don't want it to spend too much time. But yeah, because the expander worked for me, I ended up not needing my wisdom teeth removed. Which sucks to suck for my brothers who did get theirs removed. And my parents as well. I think I'm the only person in my family who didn't have to have all of them removed. It was offered to me when the one was messing around, but I was like, I genuinely have had no problems. And he was like, then if you've had no problems, then don't bother. This does feel like Australia to me, right? It's so green, but there's mountains. And if it's not Hawaii, I feel like that's what it has to be. Are we being chased by a taxi? Alright, I'm just gonna... I have no idea where this is. I'm gonna say it's like over here. Actually, where... Hemisphere-wise... I'm gonna do something a little crazy. No, I changed my mind. I am not gonna do something a little crazy. The mountains are like all around too. So maybe it's down here. Near Sydney or Canberra. I was gonna be right. Oh, there it is. I knew it. I should have listened to my instinct. Bramston Bridge. Nice. Okay. Well, at least I figured out the country. These mountains are very dry and these birds are freaking out. They're sending a message. This is very pretty. Okay, we're driving on the left again. This almost looks like Japan. Yeah, I'm almost positive. Yeah, this is Japan. I was like... The colors. Oh my god, I hate it when that happens. It's fine. I always feel good if I just get the country right. Is this... Yeah. Satsuma. Okay, so... This is just like a shop. Those posters are too faded for me to glean anything from that. This feels like West Japan or like, okay, hold on. I know it's Japan. I don't think we can be any further east than like, unless we're on here. I don't think we can be any further east than like middle of Hiroshima. This is so dry looking. Okay, where's the water? The water's south. It looks like there's land beyond that though, so that makes me think we're on Honshu. Maybe we're in Yamaguchi-ken. Or near Hiroshima. Man, I missed Hiroshima. That was such a nice part of the trip. Like, yeah, I definitely want to spend more time when I'm back there. Because we did the depressing stuff, you know, that's hard. But the rest of the city was just so inviting. But this doesn't tell me really anything. Was this a bus stop or was it? Oh, okay, it's just traffic signs. Okay, never mind. This is a bus stop. Kagoshima. Janai. Where is Kagoshima? Yeah. Okay, sick. Kagoshima. Shinkori? Nikori? Nikori? Okay, I'm just going to look up how this is written. This sorry, when I opened my phone, I had a notification from one of my friends, who's a newer friend. I'm really getting to enjoy knowing him, but he does a thing where he tries a shit ton of matcha around the city and then ranks them. And he posted a story, Shin Furusato. Okay, that makes sense. He posted a story that was like, have you ever tried any of my recommendations? And I was like, no, I can't have caffeine, so I just look longingly. But I really enjoy reading about them. Like, it makes me want to go to the store and try something else, right? And he said, Hojicha has minimal caffeine, you can try that. And I'm gonna be like, oh, you don't know, I'm so sorry. That was really kind of you to try to recommend that for me. However, I'm so sensitive. Okay, this may not be a neighborhood, this may just be a stop name. Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like it. Okay. I do love Hojicha flavored things though. Hojicha flavored Kit Kats are some of my favorites. I think I've said that before on stream, but yeah, that shit fucks. But you know, I've never been to Kyushu. I should probably go to Kyushu someday. And the reason I knew this was Kyushu, despite having not been here, is that there's mountains, but like the water is right there. So basically any area where it looks like bears can come down to the beach is probably Kyushu. Sakurajima, seaside hotel. Yeah. I wonder what this is like when it floods. Anyway. But, oh God, speaking of places I want to try in the city, I got an advertisement for a place. Kagoshima Kotsu. Okay. Bungaku Himae. Huh? I mean, we're like right next to the... Perth Avenue was hilarious. We're right next to the fucking water. Is there Sakura Nantara? But anyway, they have like a few locations of this place, and there is a it's taiyaki, like really fun flavors. And I was like, oh, I have to go here, I fear. I do love taiyaki. Okay, Fang has calmed down so I can actually watch. Thanks, Fang. Okay. Kagoshima Prefectural Park. It could be on along here that we... Hold on. Because we're not necessarily in Kagoshima proper. That's a city. Sakurajima? Is that the name of a place along here? Let's find out. I feel like I saw Aida earlier, but that might have been just from me looking around. Okay, yeah, all of this is still being labeled as like Kagoshima. So let's see, because the water is like basically directly south of us. Maybe a little southeast? But yeah, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, I really want to try that. The thing with taiyaki is that it is something I have to plan to eat because The two options for eating taiyaki are custard filled or red bean paste filled, and both of those fuck me up. So I have to like prepare for that to fuck me up, but it's fine. I'll survive. It'll be worth it. I'm also trying to like Obama studio. Are we near Obama right now? No, okay, I didn't think so. Obama's... The actual city is in a different place. But, oh, what was I gonna say? I lost it. What was I talking about? Oh, I've been trying... I've been trying to, like, really, really gradually reintroduce dairy in small amounts into my diet, like through like Parmesan, because Parmesan doesn't hurt me. I don't know if it's gonna work, but that way when like I have something with dairy and I take the lactate and everything, it doesn't totally fuck me. Oh, I didn't know custard fill was an option. Yeah, I think that's more westernized vibe, but it does definitely exist. I prefer with anko, but Kanoshima Benriyan. Okay. What were the other businesses on here? This was a hotel as well. It's a little faded. Kikura... Hmm? God, it's so blurry. Kikura Doma. Kikura Doma? Hotel? わかんない I feel like we're on this road though. Maybe we're on here. Shuseikan. We haven't seen that. But this is when it starts to get like much more city-ish, yeah? Because then we start getting like into Kagoshima. So are we south? We've been going west. Until how long are we in Kagoshima? Is this still Kagoshima? I don't feel like it is anymore. Oh, maybe. Mayhaps. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's keep going. The nice thing about this place is I can read everything. I mean, not everything, but I can read most of the signs. Oh, are we on the little island? Is that part of it? But I wouldn't think that this would be labeled as anything Kagoshima. No. Over here, that's what I meant. Oh, but this says Sakurajima. Oh, this is Kagoshima still. Okay. Okay, we were just here. So we found, yeah, Sakurajima Seaside Hotel. Sakurajima Hotel. Oh, it's Sakurajima Hotel. Okay, it was so blurry I could not read what the fuck it said. Let's go to the start. Okay, so this is not the way we went. This is the way we went. There's like this intersecting thing happening. I can't tell if we're on this or what. But what was this? This is a shrine. Yes? Yes. There's the tori. いいね. Ikitai na. I say about any fucking place in Japan, almost. Kishida-san. Okay. Sakura Tsubaki. Okay, I think it's here. And is this not... I think this is it. I think this is this. Okay, I think we're right here. Hold on, let me... Because there was like a little bridge, too. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say we're here. Ugh. Let's fucking go. Alright. So we were on this little island. Which is... technically Kagoshima, but what... Oh, this is just called Sakurajima? There's definitely a fucking volcano. There's definitely a fucking volcano there. Wait, hold on. We're moving on. Ooh, there's a crater? Okay, that's fucking awesome. Okay, sick. Arimura. Oh, and then we were seeing Ibusuki, I guess. And this. And then this as well. Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, because Kagoshima is a prefecture? Oh, this is... Okay, it was saying a prefectural thing instead of the city thing. Okay. I forgot that it was a prefecture as well. Where is this? This could be many places. We're driving on the left again. Is this Japan again? I don't think it is, but... Can you imagine? Wait, I think it's Japan again. Well, to be fair, Japan is very aesthetic, but I think this is Japan again. No. Okay. It's because this was a little Asian family. I said, uh-oh. Okay. Vierjasdorp? Franschhoek? That would have been really funny if it had been Japan again. Okay. These are places. R45? Is this in Germany? Or is this Dutch? I can't quite this feels Dutch, not German. Because I think if it were German, this would just be an umlaut, right? And then in Dutch, they spell this out. And this would be like Dorf in German. I'm guessing over in this direction. Do they have the R? No, they have A. They have a single R. Okay, what about the Belgians? No. Fuck. Do you have R's? Yeah, the names feel Dutch for sure. Yeah. Oh, but it doesn't... Unless these... Well, no, because they have N in front of them. Maybe it's up here. The landscape does not. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Maybe this is Sweden. But that doesn't feel right either. Finnish? But I feel like there ought to be more umlauts if it's any of these three up here. Okay, but there's no R. Who has R? Okay, you're all Slavic. Something in between. Oh, you know what? This could be Austria. Nope. What about Switzerland? Okay. Is this Slovenia? Again, I think it would be more Slavic looking if it were Slovenia. Who else looks like this in their language? Okay, let me go back up to Denmark. These are unlabeled. 321. Billiards. That just feels so Dutch. Sonderend. Okay, maybe it's... Did the Germans have... Because I know that they colonized some places. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like, where else is Germanic language? This doesn't feel like South Africa, but it certainly doesn't feel like the rest of this. And actually, now that we're thinking about it, I think they have R roads here. Let's all go to Sky. Oh no! It's always South Africa, dude. Why does South Africa always do us so fucking dirty? Alright, but here's 46. Where's 45? Okay, here's 45. So can I find Villiasdorp or Franschhoek? I think my brain didn't want to remember South Africa. Okay, here we go. So here's Villiasdorp. Here's... Where's... Okay, yeah. Here's this one. And then where's the G one? Grabble. Okay. My ass being like, grab on these nuts. This is... If we're going west, we would get to it. So this feels like maybe... We're on... Are we on the 3? Yeah. No, we're on the 45. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think we are... closer to... Wait. Oh my god. Why did it auto-translate LMAO with a bunch of O's? To just LMAO with one O. There's no need for a translation. I'll have to turn that off. Okay. So if you're going south, west, I think that this is the R45. So I think maybe we're just coming out of this place. So let's... Whoa, it's so foggy. Okay. I forgot that they drive on the left as well. That's on me. Oh, ibexes. Cool little guys. I didn't know that they were all the way down in South Africa. What the heck? Yeah, you should try typing something in French or something and see if it translates it automatically for me, because I think it will. I noticed that setting was there and I didn't think about turning it off because I was like, not enough people come to these streams for it to matter. Okay, here's this. So we were like right here, I guess. Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, we're on this fuck-ass bridge. A little more north than anything. Okay, EZ, that's the easiest time I've ever had in South Africa. Usually any of the South Africa ones are so difficult for no reason. That's a really pretty area. Oh, this looks like Banff. I'm almost positive this is somewhere in Alberta. Okay, we're definitely in Canada. Il est illégal. Illégal. Et dangereux de nourrir les animaux sauvages. Was that even close? I'm almost positive this is Banff. If it's not Banff, it's a picture of a place that I've seen before. So it's like near, it's either Alberta or British Columbia. But this is so familiar. The color of this lake and the way the mountains are around it is very, very familiar. If I could find a parking lot, the car park, that would be really helpful. Also, the trees also look very Canadian. Okay, can I get a peek? That's not bad. Haha! It did auto-translate it for me. Okay. Thank you. And thank you. Is it pas or pa? I never know when the S is pronounced. I think that's like my biggest thing with French is the S at the end. I'm like, when is it allowed and when is it not allowed to be said? Because it shows up all the time, but it doesn't always get pronounced. Yeah, rock slide warning, I'm sure. Ooh. No S sound. So, c'est pas mal. That pronunciation is so Spanish, I know. This looks like there was a fire, maybe. So this also makes me think it's up here. It's in this area, because this gets wildfires. There was a really bad one recently. My friend who lives up in that area, I was like, hey girl, you okay? She was like, I might have to evacuate. And I was like, well, if you need a place to go, you can come to my place. It is pet friendly. She has a lizard, a bearded dragon, his name is Merlin, and I love him very much. And I was like, if you and Merlin need a place to come crash for a couple of days, you're very welcome to come here. And thankfully it didn't come to that for her. But, very stressful. I'm very glad I don't live in that region. I'm glad I'm near a coast. It also gives me access to all the coastline small towns. I think at the end of the word, it's almost never pronounced. But TBH, I've been doing it so long, I don't remember the rules anymore. I just go off vibes. And yes, that was good. Okay, cool, yay. Yeah, okay. This is definitely Canada. But like, God, there's so many little places that look like this in Canada. I just want a sign of which one it is. Because I think, what's the name of it? What's the name of the fuck-ass lake that like is so famous? And I see everyone goes and gets pictures at it. This might be it. Sorry, is that Mount Baldy? I forgot it was called that. But we are on the... No. Are we on the 40 right now? Or was that 40 kilometers per hour? Okay, let's go back. Let's go the other way. This is the way I was going? Or is this the way I was going? Because this is just so familiar to me. The color of this is so familiar. Okay, wait. Is this the sign I needed the whole time? Medicine Lake. Okay. Where is that? That is up here somewhere. I just don't remember where. Because I've never been. All my friends went without me. Just kidding. I just chose not to go. I want to be in a little bit better shape before I go to a place that requires, like, true hiking. Is it in Alberta or is it in... Oh my god, okay. This music's very intense. Medicine Lake. Where are you, Medicine Lake? You're so famous. I just never remember where you are. Okay, yeah, an S at the end is silent unless it is in front of another word that starts with a vowel. Okay. That's actually more straightforward than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I know Glacier Lake. This is I think one that my friends have been to. Oh, and now we're getting funky with the music. Okay, bet. I'm sorry if you can't hear the music well. It's mostly for me, because if it's too dead silent, I will start losing my mind talking to myself. Cat Peak! I have to go there. Um, White Lake. God, is Medicine Lake in Jasper or in Banff? I don't remember. Oh, it's gonna be just me scrolling around for a second. I'm sorry. This is probably Klein. Oh yeah, no, I looked at this earlier. Medicine Lake. Oh, I know we were up in this area. I just know. Myrtle. Mud. Are you over here? God, I know you're in this mountain range. Come to me. Show me you're real. So annoying. I hate when I know, like, generally where I am. At least I think so. I could have sworn I've heard of Medicine Lake, and it is in either BC or Alberta. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Upper, okay. I don't think this is it. Yeah, it's too south. Too south. Me is on its own, but mes amis. Okay. Mes amis. It's said more like a Z. A Z. God, I've been here too long. I almost said Zed. I had to learn how to start saying Zed because if I'm on the phone with people and I have to spell something out, they don't understand it most of the time. Like when I say Z, they go, huh? And I'm like, I'm like Zed. And then they're like, oh, sorry. And they're like, are you American? And I have to go, yeah. Okay. Let's go back over the Banff side. Mes amis? Okay. Wow, years of making fun of the French. And we got it. Paid off. God, I wish... There are so many other languages I want to learn. I wish Cantonese or Mandarin counted toward PR. But you know another language that I wish I had the chance to learn properly and, like, there's no reason for me to, is fucking, Portuguese. Oh my god, okay. Where in God's green earth are we? Japanese can be great for spelling out French. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Alright, is there any indicator out around Lac Médecine? Oh, this is a very Ace Attorney sounding song. Can a dream? Be our guest, be an owner. Okay. The trash cans actually will be indicative, usually. If it's BC, they usually say something on it. But I can't get to them because God hates me. Can I read any of these license plates? Because that also would be indicative. Can I get in there? Oh my God. Okay, this is what I was looking for before, though. Fraser Way. God, that's so fucking pretty. I do need to get out here. Is this Alberta? No. Put it back. No, it just says national again. Okay. God damn it. I want to get to the signs. Man, it's so pretty. Okay. I'm just gonna... There's probably 100 fucking lakes. And if they're not going to give me... the view of what the hell is going on. Okay. The lake is southeast, and it goes, like, a while. Or east. East-southeast. Is it the... Well, here's the thing. This is Banff. This whole big ass thing is Banff. And as you can see, the more I zoom in, the more you'll notice that there are lakes. So oh my god, the Storm Morty. Why is this on the fucking thing? Okay, my hand hurts. So I'm going to stretch my hand for a second. Okay. There's 8 gorillion. Oh yeah, that's not helpful. I don't remember the name of the one I've seen a ton of pictures of. It's probably this lake. I just don't remember where it is. Because as you can, like I said, there's a gorillion of them. And it's honestly so impressive how many of them are accessible off the highway. Okay. I'm just gonna like plop us right in Banff. We were in Jasper. Okay. Okay, here it is, yeah. Okay. But I knew. I've seen pictures of this lake many, many times. It's very, very famous for its view. Because if you go, let's look at it again. Look at this. Look at the color. Like, what a clean, pristine lake, right? We're so lucky to have that in this country. Like, last night, or not last night, when we went to go see the meteors, we were like, God, isn't the world beautiful? Man, wow. I'm so grateful we live here. So funny. Medicine Lake. Medicine Lake in Jasper National Park. I'm going to get more water. And then we'll do a Japan map. So I'll be right back. It's so funny because Spotify said that this was a copyright-free YouTube-safe playlist, and it just played an Omorty song, and I'm like, uh-oh. Omocat's gonna come get this video. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Alright. Slap myself on the tit. Okay. Which one of these Japan maps do I want? This one's so interesting because it's always like kankochi that I don't know about. So let's actually, you know what? Let's do nani kore? Eh? That's a cool building. That's not... I wouldn't say nani kore. I would be like... Eh? Oh, it's in Ginza. Okay. The next station is Ginza. Okay, there's Kanda. Yurakucho. I have to be honest. I've never been to Ginza. I just never cared. If I can be honest for a second, I just never fucking cared about going to Ginza. Oh no, all the rich people. Okay. Like, I don't care. I can see rich people any fucking where I want. I think I'm right here. Is this Gucci? Right or right by me? Wako. But is this Gucci? This looks like it could be Gucci. Oh, it's Seiko House. Okay, here. I'm like here. Yeah? So what is this? It's just this building, I guess? Am I stupid? Hold on. Facing southeast. Is it facing southeast? Okay, yeah. Nice. Well, yes. When you give me Ginza Station, that's gonna be easy. What is this building, then? Do we know? Well, I know it's fucking Chuo. It's just a building, I guess. Huh. I wonder who designed it. Well, anyway. Something Ritsu is support. Okay. This reminds me, I say this every fucking time, but this does remind me of Ibaraki. This building, so many of these types of buildings. Oh my god. Sumijoshi Kotoku. The Trypophobia building. Or Tripopho- I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's the right spelling, though. I actually don't know, but I know what you're talking about. Eiko clean. Okay. I don't think this is related. Shaken, setsubi, toka. Kankei nai yo ne. Okay. This is definitely a bigger city. Wait, so what did they want us to look at? Nani kore? Is it the gay car? The gar, if you will? Hopefully that's not a bad word. すいません。今どこですか? Okay. 住吉。あ、住越？住吉ですね。住吉？住吉。Oh, I didn't even read the H. Together we're one functioning human being. Kinbutsu. A gar is a fish. Okay. Phew. Koto. Sumiyoshi. Koto. Koto. That's not a neighborhood in Tokyo, I think. Right? Oh, it is. It is. Hey. Sumida. Where are my Paranormal Side fans at? Let's go. Okay. The Toei Shinjuku line. Okay. So, what was I looking at? Where's Sumiyoshi? Sumiyoshi. Okay, where is this ward? Is it just this? Because this is Sumida. I know this because of Paranormal Sight. So this has to be Koto. But is this something else? Is this all? Is this Minato or is this Koto? I think it's probably designated by the river separation, if I had to guess. Oh my god, I forgot to tell the story about my adventure on Tuesday night. So I've been wanting to go to this meetup. That is a thing where it's like a language exchange and you just talk with strangers and you get rotated out from your chair like every 30 minutes, so you get a chance to talk to a lot of different people. it was really fun, but it was so funny because I like went into it being like, can I meet one cool person? I want one cool person, preferably who speaks Japanese and is like a Fujo or like cool with Fujo shit. I met this person. It was the owner or the person who runs it. The person who runs the meetups. So this person's from Osaka, and I was like, Osaka shishin desu ne? And they're like, yeah. I mean in Japanese, but like, and I was like, Osaka no doko desu ka? And then she was like, Tennoji. And I said, uso? Uso desho. And I was like, I fucking love Tennoji. And she was like, what? I was like, I stay, Dobutsuen Mae is where I always am staying when I'm in Osaka. And she was like, wait, really? She's like, which hostel? And then I told her the name of it. She's like, oh, I know that one. I was like, fuck my life, dude. What is it about people from this area of Osaka specifically that like we just find each other? God, it's so funny. So like immediately we hit it off, and then she was like, okay, the thing is about to start, you should like go sit down so you can like start talking to people. And I was like, okay. And then at the end of the time, because I'd had my backpack on with like my newer backpack with my Shiwake stuff, because I was like, let's see. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, Nim. What are the fucking odds another one of these motherfuckers from Tennoji finds me? I'm not complaining, but like, they're all the coolest motherfuckers. My Nishinari Tennoji game, rise up. You guys are the best. But I'm like, what are the odds of this happening so many times now? And so at the end, she saw my backpack and she was like, Otaku desu ka? And I was like, ah, Fujoshi desu. And then I turned my backpack around and everyone was like, eh. And then she was like, were you at Annie Revo a couple weeks ago? And I was like, yeah, I was cosplaying. She was like, nice. God, it was so funny. Okay. So I'm struggling to find this Sumiyoshi. But yeah, it was really fun. It was, I have to say, it was really good practice talking to strangers, doing small talk, because I tend to get really deep really fast with people, and it is somewhat due to my like attachment issues and how I traditionally have always attached very quickly to people. And I'm trying to be better about that, where I save that for people I like truly connect with on a first meeting, right? And because those people do still exist, right? Like, but I don't need to brute force it. This song's annoying. Oh, that was a Fall Guys song. My bad. Well, it was annoying. Anyway, so it was really good practice for that. And then this is Edogawa, okay. But is this still Koto? I feel like no, right? This is probably, yeah, okay. Edogawa. Excellent. So it was really, really good. My luck is insane. I don't know, dude. They just like always stand out to me as like cool. Like their vibes are like very, very approachable always. Where you just automatically feel very calm around them. And I'm like, I don't know what it is about this city and specifically those neighborhoods, that area, that chunk of the city. It's not that big of a chunk, but like, I don't know, makes people turn out okay. Anyway, let's keep going. But it was really good practice. talking to people, and then there were only a couple of people that I was like, oof, I don't really want to talk to you again, like, outside of this, where just like some displays of misogyny, and like kind of rude. Okay, Shin o Hashidori. Huh. Well, if it's... Oh, it's the 50. Okay. That helps, actually. Just where is that, though? Anyway, there's one person who, he was just kind of like... I brought up Mamdani at one point because talking about how I lived in New York, and I was like, oh, it was bad during the pandemic, and then like Mamdani's really helping to like bring out the best in New York again, and he was like, well, I don't know if that's true, and I was like, you've never lived there, first of all, and second of all, he's actually doing stuff, so, oh, sorry, Toby Fox. So, I don't know why you're being a douche, but that was immediately just kind of like an, oh, okay, moment, where I was like, oh, I'm not super fond of that vibe. God, this is so just in my way. Can I, like, minimize this? Okay, well, going north-south is the 50. Oh, here it is. Or, I guess it's not north-south. Where is it? Oh, it's west-east. Okay, because I couldn't fucking see. Alright. But then, like, so the other girl who was in our group was, like, her English was not strong. She was one of the, like, 2 Japanese people there. And, but she was, like, trying. And, like, genuinely really trying. And so it's like, yeah. And then he was just kind of, like, dismissive of her. Like, if she didn't immediately understand something. And then, at one point, he was like, so like there's a girls only night on Thursday nights. I'm like, oh, that doesn't work for me. Like my Thursday nights are always booked. And it's also all girls. And I'm like, I don't consider myself to be a girl. So I don't know how comfortable it would be for me and also everyone else. To be technically constantly misgendered or what. But like, he was like, maybe you guys should go to that instead. And I was like, well, I'm not a girl. And then he was like, oh, well, okay. And I was like, but, you know, because it's only the 30-minute, like, intervals, those people, you don't have to spend that very much time with them. And so then after it's over, you can spend more time talking to the people you wanted to talk to, which is nice. And the very first guy I talked to was, like, genuinely such a kind dude. He was so, so warm and friendly. And, like, the third guy in our group was really shy at first. And this guy really brought out, like, the personality in him. And I was like, man, this guy's awesome. He's, like, he was just, like, really personable and really good listener and conversationalist overall, and I was like, okay, that was really nice that was my immediate first impression of this meetup, was this guy. I feel like a Sukiya should be marked on the fuck-ass map, but I haven't seen one so far. Kitagata, I assume is what this is read as. But anyway, yeah, and then at the end, it wasn't actually in the conversation section, but I talked to that girl again, and I was like, it was so nice to meet you, and she was like, oh, like, it was so nice to meet you too, blah, 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 and, we were talking a little bit, and then there was, this guy who was at, like, one of the other tables, and he immediately started hitting on this poor girl, and I was like, damn, dude. And then there was another dude that I met who was like this older guy. He was from India and he was really cool. Just like the chillest dude. He reminded me of my friend from grad school. One of the few people I still talk to. And so, you know, I'm chatting with him while boy is trying to chat girly up. And then at one point he invites all four of us to like go to go to the beach. And I was like, oh no man, I got work tomorrow, like I'm already tired, you know. And he was like, yeah, no worries. And then the Indian guy was like, yeah, I don't know, like I may or may not go, like I could go, but I'm just not feeling it right now. It was a long day. And then the girl looked at me. She was like, oh, I don't know. And then like looked at me. Okay, here. With like this very clear like help like look on her face. It was like, nanpa sareteru ne. Like so she was clearly uncomfortable with this guy hitting on her. And I was like, I like shook my head a little bit. I was like, oh no. Like kind of like giving her a hint to be like, no, you don't want to go. Which is maybe a little evil of me, but also don't be fucking weird. How about that? Okay. Sakamoto Jidosha Kabushiki Kaisha. Okay. That's like a relatively big thing. Right? So it's gotta be like in these neighborhoods, I think. I think I went north to get here. But yeah, it was it was God, I forget, there's like I think a meme or like a phrase or something about like girlies looking out for each other in situations like that, and I was like, yeah, AFAB people do have to really look out for each other in these kinds of situations, because they advertise like crazy on every post and the account that it's not a meetup for dating or matchmaking. It's for language exchange and making friends. And yet a horny motherfucker is gonna be a horny motherfucker, and I'm like, leave her alone. Oh my fucking god, if you do not leave her alone, I will start yelling at you. Oh, hi, Omori. Well, you know what? Omocat can come get me, it's fine. Yeah, I was just not not impressed by him. And it was really funny because he kind of like was trying to like hit me up a little bit too, and then we revealed our ages, and I'm like 10 years older than him, and so that like made him stop with me, which I was like, good, you first of all, I don't even think that much about myself, but I was out of your league, so that's how bad it was. And she definitely out of your league. But yeah, Jesus, where the fuck am I? So where did I go from here? Did I go this way? I think I did. Fukutaro. Kusuri no Fukutaro. I feel like this should be... Okay, Sumiyoshi 2丁目. でしょ? 2丁目, does it say like... I don't know. Kusuri no... Atta. Okay, so it's around here. So where the fuck did I start? What is this? What is this called? Toritsu S Sapoto. Eh? お気軽にお問い合わせください。なんかヤクザのトリーツ Sports Smile something どういうこと？トリーツ S サポートサポート韓国語Okay, so technically this is 3丁目 at this point. So I like went, I think I was like here. I'm gonna guess here. I kind of got turned around, but I think that's correct. Yeah, okay. Okay, yay. Alright. I was like, oh, Japan again. I forgot I'm in a Japan map. Oh. What the? Oh, this is cool. Oh, that is really, really cool. Okay. Where is this? Shinjo. 見たことない、聞いたこともない。But it's 東日本. So it has to be Kanto. Is this Chiba-ken? Yamagata? Is that? It's so blurry. But was that a picture of a baby? Yes. And it was a little frightening looking. It was Yamanashi. Okay, we were talking about this on Tuesday night. I was like, I think Yamanashi is the prefecture right to the west of Tokyo, but I can't remember. Indeed, it is Yamanashi. I should trust myself more. Okay, but this low-key reminds me of Chiba, but Shinjo... ここどこ? Was Mobara meant to? Oh, Mogami. Okay. Mobara. Okay. So Shinjo. The dogs. Those are my friends now, though. They just have a lot to say. Wait. Could I possibly be in Ibaraki? I don't know. I can't tell. This is a weird looking area. It doesn't look like they're pointing to a prefecture at all. Or is it Kanagawa and it's just like a really fucked up map of Kanagawa? I suppose that's possible. Is there... God, I like can't read. So small. Oh, no, it's referring to just this. Yamagata Nanchara. Hold on. Are we up here? And then up? Because is that... Okay, I think we are. I think we're... Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, and then this is the station. So where's the pointy guy? Is this the pointy guy? I think this is the pointy guy. Easy. Just where exactly was I? Oh, I was like right on the corner of pointy guy, yeah. And that's facing southeast? Okay, correct. Ain't no thing. I can tell shapes. I'm a genius. Oh! Ara, 大丈夫ですか? お姉さん、大丈夫ですか? Who took a picture of her? It took a picture of her eating shit? That's so sad. Was she like driving and then just crashed? It? Nani shitoron? Okay, I'm not backing up to find out where I am. I'm backing up to see the story of this woman who fell. This is the first one that's been like, Nani kore? Do nasattan desu ka? Oh, lady. Oh, girl. Girl, get up! They need you! That's so rude. At least her face is covered. Okay, this is truly in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, but those look like rose... No. Tsubaki? I can't tell. Too blurry. Okay, I'm leaving you behind, ma'am. Stay safe. Suriyama. God, this song is bordering a little bit. Oh, it's a Nintendo song. It's bordering a little bit on penis music. Can I get closer to this? No, of course not. Mochikairo! That means take home the poop. Oh. Oh, I can't read it. It's too blurry. Okay. 飼い主のあなたが担当糞の処理 Yeah, I want to read what city this is so bad and it's too blurry. Ugh. I would have fun walking around the nothingness. It's always so interesting when I talk to like my Japanese students who are from small towns and they're like, yeah, I want to get out of the small town. I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. But if I had to pick a Japanese small town versus like an American or Canadian small town, I do fear I would be choosing your case, like, by a fucking long shot. Huh. 子供の安全すごい大事にしてるね. There's a lot of signs that are like, pay attention to your kids. Wow, there's a lot of like little rules up too. 大人も子供も大きな声で挨拶しよう. Let's greet each other with loud voices. Children and adults alike. I'd be like, don't, you're gonna wake me up. God, speaking of waking up, this morning there was a storm. Woke me up. I like, my alarm went off and I was like, I'm going back to sleep. I have time. And then like I was already falling back asleep and then a huge clap of thunder woke me up. It scared the shit out of me. Because I knew it was raining. Because it was dark. But I didn't think it was storming raining. 駐車場. This is definitely way cuter than small towns in the US. Yeah, it's like cuter and more like, it's like cleaner. It's generally safer. You know. Like, yeah, you might need a car, but being able to like still get to a station to go somewhere big very easily, as opposed to the US where it would take you like several hours to get somewhere by car, it's just very different. I don't think they realize how big, how small Japan is comparatively, I guess. Asahina, Nishikata, Fujieda. Okay, these don't sound too strange. Asahina. That's an interesting way to have written that, though. This is telling me kind of nothing. Can I please get an indication? Oh, hold on, was it 209 what? 215? Yeah. 209, 215. Well, let me look it up here just to see. I don't think it's up here, but you never know. God, and I got a fucking bug bite on my face from Tuesday. Worth it. But like, come on the face? Right on my jaw. Luckily I have hydrocolloid patches to suck the bad out, and then I can put hydrocortisone. Hopefully it will go away quickly. Very irritating. So rude. God, there was a bug like flying in our fucking face. So rude. Okay. 209 and 215. I'll try to remember that. Shh, I don't want you to talk to me. Hello, my familiar little friend. Ugh. Ishikawa. Surely that's okay. That's probably just coincidence, I think. Oh, Shiroi. Okay. Fujieda. Again. Can I please get prefecture name? Wait a minute. This corner, okay, that scared me. This corner right here looked so much like a place I was near when I lived there. That scared me a little bit. Shimoyabuta. Okay. Also Shimoyabuta. This is just where we are. Where are we, though? Like, where? Can I please get a prefecture? Shimoyabuta is like where we are now, and then there's like the bigger cities that were on that sign, but like prefecture, please. Taiya Matsuri. Omoro. Advertising in Japan is so funny. Okay, let's see what this sign has to say. Ah, Shizuoka! Okay. Alright. Ah, and there's Fujieda. Okay. So I want... I've been going west-ish. So like toward Fujieda. But I'm in Shimoyabuta? Obama! That isn't the Obama I was thinking of, though. There's a one further out west. I've never tried those for a bug bite. That's a good idea. Yeah, I tried it once and was like, I wonder if this will work. And then, like, literally 2 days later, well, it worked. And then, like, 2 days later, I saw an Instagram reel that was talking about, a dermatologist was like, hey, like, this is a great thing to use for bug bites because, like, mosquito bites especially, because it pulls, like, it's the same idea, it, like, pulls the gunk out, and it's less, damaging to, like, your skin, because sometimes you'll be, with those, like, you know those, like, things that you suction against you for that? Like, getting rid of the mosquito bite? They can be kind of, like, painful and, like, leave a mark. Whereas this is, like, more, or, like, less destructive, I suppose. I was like, oh, yeah. That makes sense. Oh, then are we near Fuji? But you can't tell because it's so fucking cloudy. I bet it's, like, right over there. Okay. The 209 to Shizuoka. Shizuoka is over here. Where is the 209 or the 215? There's the 215. Yeah, I don't think we're so close to the water right now, necessarily. Where'd the 215 go? Come back? There you are. No, stop disappearing. Thank you. Is this... is... Oh! It is! Kami yabuta and then shimo yabuta. Because top and bottom. Okay. Where is it? Shimo yabuta. Because we're on the 215 right now. Okay. And we haven't hit a 209 yet. So there's the 209. Yoku wakanai. Okay. Kami yabuta, shimo yabuta wa? I was like, this is familiar. This is also omori. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're like in this area. Back to the start. I forgot what was at the beginning. I feel so bad. お姉さんごめんなさい。ごめん。ごめんね。I think this song is from a scene that we didn't get in Omori. Or if we did get it, maybe I don't remember that we got it. But it is a scene of like a flashback of Omori's dad or Sunny's dad cutting down the tree where they found Mari and him telling Sunny, like, you are not my son. And it implies, it also very heavily implies he is like going to divorce the wife. So that's where the dad was. I think I was getting water when you started this. I didn't see her before. Yeah, I feel so bad. She's struggling a little bit. That sucks for her. Yeah, I'm gonna like put this over here or something. Okay, it was over here. Yeah, there was just no way I was gonna find it in that residential of an area, but that's fine. That's a quick little walk. Oh, what the fuck? Are there, what? Furusato ko... Huh? What the fuck is this? Taki no kange chuo bus. Chuo というのは何? Yeah, this is also very nani kore. Nani kore? Why are there fake Easter Island heads here? Taki no kan... Toge! Toge! I forgot. I keep trying to read the Romanized letters instead of just like reading the kanji. Oh my god. Hana to midori ga omukae suru kokoro no furusato. あ、すごい待ってるね。待たされてるね。Alright, where the hell is this? I really want to know where fake Easter Island heads are. I kind of want to go. Okay. Takino Park is like a major area, or a landmark, so it should... Oh, Sapporo, okay. Sapporo Art Park, what the fuck? Okay, you know what, this tracks. There's all sorts of weird shit around this fucking city. I really do need to get up here. I keep waffling on whether I want to go out to Kyushu or Hokkaido first. I guess it'll depend on what time of year I next go, which would be like fall again, probably. Life's so hard. Oh, was that it? Yeah, here it is. Stonehenge! Here it is. Okay, so what direction was I facing? Northeast. So I was like here. I was like here. Well, maybe here. I don't know. Hold on. Let me look at the roads again. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Before the split. It? Really? Oh, okay. That makes sense. These are the Moai. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Okay. We figured it out. What a weird fucking country. Alright, we're gonna do a quick one. One that gets harder every time. The more years that pass between me going to Disney and not. So I'm doing the speed run, and then I'll be done. This, I think, is Typhoon Lagoon. I have not been out here in a gorillion years. I've never been to Blizzard Beach. I've only been to Typhoon Lagoon. And it was like truly unmemorable because I was so young. I don't remember where it is though. It has to be close to Epcot and Hollywood Studios though, because we stayed near it. We were like close to the water parks. Did that show up? My Steam Deck notification? Is my Steam even on? Whatever. Or open, rather. Anyway, the thing I remember from that trip is peeing the bed, and also, how loud you could hear, like, every hour or so, Goofy go, Yahoo! And it was so fucking loud. The worst. Let's go slurpin'. That sounds... Okay. Sure. God. I think I'm too woke for Disney anymore. I see these names and I'm like... Hey guys, I don't think you can say that anymore. Shark? Oh, like so much has changed. Okay. So Singapore Sal's if it's down this way. I guess we're like up here. Put it here. Oh, what the hell? Well, it's not labeled, so let's all go to Sky. What the hell is this? Oh, is this, oh, fuck. Okay, this is one of two places. Is this the Contemporary Resort? Okay, where am I? There's Space Mountain. I think this is the Contemporary Resort. So, I have stayed in the Contemporary Resort, but I hated it at the time. Okay, so wait, hold on. I'm walking in. West-northwest? Oops. West-northwest is Space Mountain. Correct. Okay, yeah, we're up on top. We're like up here, I think. Okay, yeah, close enough. Because they had just remodeled it and everything was terrible, but they've remodeled it again since. To be honest, everything about Disney World seems like it would be overstimulating for me. Not necessarily. It's... Dude, what? Where is this? Is this the beach club? Or the yacht club? Where is this? It won't let me move. Oh, let's all go to fucking Sky. Where is this? Oh, this is probably, yeah, beach or yacht. There's hotels for people. This sounds weird. There's hotels for people like you. No, because there's hotels where, like, you can be, like, so in it, right? Where it's just, like, Disney in your fucking face all the time. Everything's Disney, go crazy. Ah! And then there's restaurants. There's hotels where it's, like, there's a light Disney theme. Like, this is a light Disney theme. Obviously, there's this here. And there's, like, Disney ornaments on the trees here. But it's a lot more laid back. And you get, like, a breather. The rooms are a lot more normal looking, too. I think you would really like Wilderness Lodge, because it's very Pacific Northwest themed. And they have, like, little, I think, man-made geysers is what that would be called. That go off every few hours or so, which is really cool. It's like a nice place to hang out. The hotels are as much a place to hang out as the parks, if you choose it correctly. Okay, so I think, no, is this the Grand Floridian? Oh, I think this is the Grand Floridian, actually. Oh, I don't remember. Okay, hold on. Where is Grand Floridian? Oh, I think that is it. Okay, well, hold on. Is that why it looks so bougie? Yeah, okay. I think that's where we are. Somewhere in here. Probably like over here or something. I don't fucking know. Nope! I was right the first time. Let's all go to Sky. I've literally stayed here. I've literally been here. It's been so long. I was 7, 8? Oh yeah, this is a really cool lodge, hotel as well, Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's connected to Animal Kingdom Park, so there are literal, like, giraffes and shit around. And you can just watch animals. It's like staying at the zoo, essentially. And then if you pay, like, a shit ton of money, you can get a view with the balcony. So you might wake up and a fucking giraffe is at your balcony, which is terrifying. I would not want that. Personally, I want to see them. I just don't want to. I don't want them to eat my shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to be responsible for that. But it is really cool. Where is she? All the green. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna say it's like out here. Out here, maybe? I don't fucking know. I've never been here. That would be crazy. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to do that. It's already so expensive to go to Disney. Oh, this is fuck ass on Main Street. The baseball themed place. Casey Juniors, I think. It's on Main Street. I'll see it when I see it. I'll know it. I'll know it when I see it. That's the word. That's the phrase. English is hard. I have so much going on in my fucking brain. Not all of it's bad. It's just a lot. Casey's Corner. Here it is. I've been here. Where exactly in Casey's Corner are they? That's the entrance? Okay, yeah, they are by the entrance. I think they're like here. They were not outside, but okay. Go fuck yourself. That's not... Okay. Sorry, I know that this is referring to the statue of Walt and Mickey, but the word partners is ruined because of fucking Persona 4. So... Anyway, this Christmas-ass song. Well, that was fun. If I didn't have, like, a million things to do this weekend, I'd play a little longer, but I am still low-key very tired from staying up late. And I'm old. But thank you for letting me rest my thumb. I love Geoguessr. I love being reminded of how beautiful the world is, or how much Disney World costs. uh, uh, there won't be any other streams this weekend, sadly. I, like, forgot. I have shit going on both nights. So, what I will try to do, because my weekends this month are so busy, I will try to do a Wednesday night stream or two. Because I do want to play more Persona. We're in... God, crazy shit's about to go down again. And, I'm so excited. And I also want to play Ace Attorney, so I will do my best. Wednesday nights work the best for me because I usually work from home on Thursday, so I can... it's less bad mentally, I guess. But anyway, at some point, because next weekend I could do a Sunday stream, but no Friday, Saturday. So yeah. Anyway, you know the drill. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be good to yourself. Be kind. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. You can't do Wednesdays. Fuck. Okay. Wear a mask. Eat the rich. I'll keep thinking. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you when I see you, whenever and wherever that may be. Okay, bye.